Hello, everybody. I am HeroicNerd, and today we are back. Today we are reading another issue of Tales of Suspense. This is issue number 7, in which is featured the Molten Man Thing. I'm free, back. Look at it's a copper. If we don't stop it now, we never will. It's the Molten Man Thing. Run for your lives. Yes. Okay. So to be 100% honest, the thing that really captured my attention with this character is just the sheer terror I feel when I think about a monster made out of lava. This is something that I feel often because it's actually a trope that is used a lot in media. It's used a lot in movies, it's used a lot in video games. Stories always have lava monsters, which is terrifying. Why? Because if you know anything about lava, you know how completely just a complete force of destruction it is. It's a terrible thing. Of course, I don't expect Marvel Comics to express that horror in this story, but they're gonna try, and I'm all for it. So let's see if the Molten Man Thing is any good. For centuries, it had been a peaceful tropical island, but now it was suddenly the most dangerous place on Earth. And I was there, face to face with the menace from the volcano. I fought the Molten Man Thing. Who are these guys? Tribals, of course. Hurry, we must flee, the Man Thing is coming. I can't run, I have to stay and face that nightmare. I have to find some way of stopping it, or it will overrun the island, and then the world. The American isn't leaving, he will be destroyed. Yeah, okay, so why? Why do you have to stay? Why do you have to fight? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know more than anything. My name is Frank Harper, a commercial pilot, and my story begins stateside when I was returning from a cargo run. Frank, the landing gear's stuck. I can't get the wheels down. We'll have to belly land. Hang on, this is gonna be a rough one. It took all our skill and experience to bring the ship in, and even that, we hit hard. Miraculously, there were no physical injuries, but a man can be wounded in other ways, as I was. Chief, since the crash landing, I've been all on edge. I don't think I could sweat out another flying assignment. My nerve is gone, and I guess it's time to call it quits. You're the best pilot we got, Frank, and I don't want to lose you. Tell you what, take a few weeks vacation, and we'll see how you feel. A little rest may be all you need. Maybe you're right, Chief. Will do. I don't know how I feel about that word, vacation. Is he going to take his vacation to a tropical island? And is that tropical island going to have a Molten Man Thing? That's my bet. Write it down. That is my bet. And that was why I came to the small tropical island called Napuka. The travel folder said this is the most peaceful place in the Pacific, and it sure looks it. For a few days, it was wonderful, just lolling on the beach and basking in the warm, tropical sun. Yes, this is the life. If anything can fix me up, this ought to do it. Yeah, gosh, imagine his comfort. But on the island of Napuka, there is a volcano, and after centuries of inactivity, it suddenly started to make its presence felt. The volcano, it is erupting. Good Lord! Out of nowhere, the volcano fucking erupts. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the horror, the terror? I often think of ways in which I could be killed. And that is one that scares me a lot, is being melted alive by liquid hot magma. The mountain poured forth its seething menace, the thick liquid rock known as lava. So he just emerges from a volcano. I mean, yeah, all right, that's whatever. It doesn't have to be explained. I'm as far for the Molten Man Thing. I don't think it has to be explained. I think this is rational and logical to assume that there could be molten man people living inside of volcanoes. They could be in every volcano we would never know. So sure, let's do that. And then the unbelievable happened. The lava, the gurgling, bubbling, boiling lava slowly began to take shape. Look, the lava, it is alive. It has turned into a man thing. The natives seem confused. I find that refreshing because normally the natives know exactly what's going on. They're like, they usually tell the white people like, yeah, this is the ancient monster that we know all about and have neglected to tell you. See, it studies us. It wants to strike, to slay. We are cursed. The man thing has been created to destroy us. It is coming this way towards our village. We must flee while there is still time. And does he do it? Yes, he does. I had been in the village buying souvenirs at the time of the eruption. Now, as the molten monster lumbered closer, I made a fateful decision. The natives have all run away, and the man thing will destroy their village, and maybe the whole island unless somehow it is stopped. There must be a way to drive it back. So that's it. It's just here, and it's just malicious. It just wants you dead. But you know what? I believe that because I believe that all lava wants you dead. The lava doesn't care. Picking up some abandoned spears, I ran to the edge of the village and hurled them at the oncoming lava man. God damn it, what the hell makes you so brave? Airline pilot? Why? Why are you the hero of the story? I don't know. His intense heat melts the spears. No metal can harm him. Then, what I was hoping for happened. The man thing became angered and started after me. He's following me, now to lead him away from the village. But, as I ran across the island, the idea suddenly came to me. I think I understand what the molten thing really is, and if I'm right, I know how to stop it. There is an airfield up ahead. They'll have what I need. Within a couple minutes, there it is. It is a wind tunnel. Oh yeah, I remember this. I dashed into the wind tunnel, knowing my fantastic pursuer was close behind. Reaching the control room just as the lava man melted himself into the building, I pulled on the starter switch. I put the indicator on high and hit the impossible creature with a tremendous blast of wind. At first, there was no sign of him being affected, but then he began to tremble, to shake. Did he just become regular? No. Oh, well, he turned around and staggered out of the tunnel. Wouldn't he just turn into regular rock? Because isn't that what happens when magma cools? It turns into just rocks? He's retreating. It worked. He has been beaten. During the next hour, the whole island watched as the man thing slowly made his way back up to the mouth of the volcano. See? He returns to the mouth of the volcano. What if he returns again? Yeah, what are you going to do? What would you do? It's not like he's dead. He's not dead. He can return at any time. He will never return again. Already the volcano has stopped erupting. All will be as it was. How could you know that? How could you know that? You're an airline pilot. How could you know that? You have truly saved us, white man. But how can you be so sure? Okay, here we go. Here's the explanation. Are you guys ready? There can be only one answer. I knew that lava itself could not be alive. There had to be a living creature inside the lava, a creature that had come from the depths of the earth and who needed great heat to stay alive. That's why he surrounded himself with boiling, molten mass. He may have meant no harm. He may have been merely exploring the surface, but now he knows he can't stand the intense cold we throw at him. He will have no reason to ever return. Your words have the ring of wisdom. No, they don't. He's just making that shit up. He has no idea. Whatever, let's just assume he's correct. Let's just assume in the headcanon he's correct. It's as good an explanation as we're ever gonna get, alright? And so, the incident ended not long after I returned home. How you feeling, Frank? I'm fine, boss. Never felt better. It was just like you figured. All I needed was a little rest to put me in shape again. The end. And that was the end of the Molten Man Thing. He never, ever, ever appeared again. But there was a retelling of his origin story in Monsters on the Prowl. And we have that here. What manner of spell did you place on him? It was a form of hypnosis, Zawadi, but I never seen it accomplished so quickly. Never. Ah, merely a parlor trick. You are quite talented, Doctor. As are you, my dear. It is fortunate that you were so alert. I should not have sensed. Forget it, Doctor. We have bigger fish to fry. There's been an epidemic of monster sightings. I had my own encounter over a year ago in the South Pacific island of Napuka. As you guys remember, Napuka, there he is. There's the wonderful lava monster. I love his new redesign so goddamn much. It's even more intimidating than the old one. I'm even more scared than I was the first time. And lava wasn't the only thing that erupted. It is alive. Flee, flee for your lives. Let's see. Napuka is a volcanic island. The volcano had been dormant for centuries, but it chose to erupt during my vacation. The big Molten Man Thing was a walking lava spill. I knew that if he wasn't stopped soon, he could destroy the entire island. The spears I threw did nothing to stop him, but I did get his attention. If nothing else, I figured I could lure him away from the village. Then, I got an idea. I'd been a pilot, and I knew that there was an airfield on the island, and that inside the largest hangar was a wind tunnel. I reached the control room just as the monster melted his way in after me. The hurricane hit the monster with the force of a small hurricane. Yeah, he didn't like it one bit. He turned staggering from the building and retreated back down to the mouth of the volcano. Within an hour, the eruption had stopped, and the Molten Man Thing was never seen again. And then you have this bullshit. I do not understand what wind tunnel. What was its purpose? Aside from cooling off monsters, it's used in aircraft design. Ah, how convenient that one just happened to be readily available. Just dumb luck on my part. The important thing is my investigation indicates a common source behind all those monsters. What common source? Okay. So, well, I'm not certain, but I believe the encounters we've had are just the tip of the iceberg. If you can't tell us any more than that, then this is highly sensitive, Bloodstone, a matter of national security. I was hoping I could count on you. On all of you to help me locate the source of these monsters. We must end their threat once and for all. So, a little explanation. That guy is an Eternal. Okay? Mercury, the Eternal, the guy with super speed, that's him. He's just in disguise. Alright? And just like Grotu, the Molten Man Thing is actually been retconned as an experiment by the deviants who came to Earth millions of years ago and experimented on human DNA. That's essentially why the Eternals are here. But it's just a retcon. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The Molten Man Thing is a cool monster, but he is exactly the same problem that I have with Grotu. I mean, he gets a 7 out of 10 because I love him. I love the design, I love the story, but they just don't do enough with him. If I had a Molten Man monster in my comic book universe, he'd be in every goddamn issue. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't make promises like that. But still, you know, there should be more Molten Man Thing. It's not enough, but what we have is good. And I give it a 7 out of 10 because he's scary. The story is well made, and it did, you know, the story did come full circle with him losing his nerve because of the plane crash, going out, encountering the supernatural, and then gaining his nerve back. It's a classic tale. So, yes, I liked it, but they just don't do enough to push the lore of the creature. 7 out of 10. It's not the best thing I've ever read. But now I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys like the Molten Man Thing? Do you guys think he is a Marvel classic, or do you think he's a one-shot? And are you happy that he never showed up again? I'm not. I wanted to see him face the Human Torch, or the fucking face the Thing, the Molten Man Thing versus just the Thing, or fucking the Molten Man Thing versus just the Man Thing. That would be cool. Well, he would win. He would just burn it alive. He would burn Man Thing alive. Man Thing would never survive. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. But what do you guys think? Give him a score. 1 out of 10. Mine's is 7. But that's it for reading this comic with me. If you like reading this comic with me and you want to read more comics with me, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, nerds, stay heroic.